Welcome to In Your Neighborhood. I'm your host, Jennifer Wakeman. Well, by now we've all experienced the shock of opening that first electric bill of 2010. Higher energy costs are now a fact of life, but there are lots of things that you can do to reduce those bills. We're devoting an entire show to helping the average consumer find ways to save money. Let's start with electricity. I sat down with Tom Stathos of PPL Electric Utilities to talk about some of the changes in the marketplace that are affecting consumers. First and foremost, we talked about generation rate caps.
What that essentially means is that rather than paying capped rates that were capped back in 1999 under state law, they will be paying market rates for their generation.
These rate caps have expired for different distribution companies across the state at different times. For example, Citizens Electric, which serves about 6,800 customers in Union County, saw its rate caps lifted in 2002. To clarify things a little bit, Tom explained the different aspects involved in providing electricity to consumers.
When you think about the electricity that you use in your home, you have to think about how it gets there. So it gets generated at a power plant, it's transmitted over high tension lines to local distribution substations, and through a network of poles and wires it comes to your home. And your bill actually has those three parts also: generation, transmission, and distribution. And what you're going to be able to shop for in 2010, in fact you've been able to shop for, but now you're going to have some real competitors out there offering you prices, is generation.
Consumers can now shop around for the best rate for their electric generation. Regardless of which company you choose, your distribution company remains the same.
PPL is a delivery company, if you can think of it in those terms, and all we're doing is delivering the product that you've purchased, which in this case is electricity. And we are going to go out on the market and purchase it for you if you don't purchase it yourself. But if you do purchase it for yourself, we will deliver that energy to you.
Citizens Electric customers can also shop for generation, but at this point in time, no companies are offering residential generation, so Citizens will continue as the provider of last resort, buying electricity for their customers. Shopping for your electric generation can save you money, but what about conservation? That is, using less electricity. Act 129 requires Pennsylvania electric distribution companies with 100,000 or more customers to meet conservation and efficiency targets over the next several years. In order to reduce consumption, PPL is implementing a number of programs to help their customers reduce their consumption.
And I think in many ways, to tell you the truth, Jennifer, the more important thing to do and a lasting change is to use energy more efficiently. We need to be wise stewards of the energy that we use and make sure that every kilowatt hour that we use is actually doing work that we want it to do.
An example of this would be switching from an incandescent light bulb to a compact fluorescent light bulb, or CFL. An incandescent bulb uses 60 watts of electricity, while a CFL uses about 25% less. Being an informed consumer is the first step in energy conservation, as Tom tells us.
The first thing that all of us as consumers have to do is understand how we're using energy right now and using electricity right now. And there are different ways that you can accomplish that.
You can look at your electric consumption over the last year as shown on your electric bill. For PPL customers, you can go to their website, pplelectric.com, and use the Energy Analyzer to see just how you're using electricity and also view your usage on an hour-by-hour basis. If you're not a PPL customer, never fear. Citizens Electric provides a number of calculators on their website to help you figure out where you're using electricity and how your consumption compares to other homes similar to your own. If you want to see for yourself how much electricity some of your home appliances use, you can go to your local library and check out a kilowatt meter, just like these. Refrigerators and freezers are notorious energy hogs, particularly if they are older models.
Refrigerators that are about 20 years old could be using 1,400 kilowatt hours a year. New refrigerators use 400 to 500 kilowatt hours a year. So you can see that's a way of, again, making sure that the energy that you're using is doing work that needs to be done efficiently.
As part of Act 129, PPL is offering a rebate to their customers.
It's a recycling program. We started that in the beginning of November, and that offers consumers an opportunity to have an old refrigerator freezer, or room air conditioner picked up and recycled properly, where they won't end up on the secondary market, but 95% of the materials in that refrigerator or freezer will be recycled rather than ending up in a landfill.
Another way to reduce your electric consumption is by using power strips.
Power strips are important because a lot of the electronic devices that we have now aren't actually off when we turn them off. They have internal clocks and transformers that continue to work and continue to use energy, and power strips make sure that the appliance is off or the device is off when you turn it off.
Chargers for cell phones, iPods, and the like are often drawing power even when the device is not connected to them. A quick way to tell is to feel the charger. If it's warm, it's using energy. ENERGY STAR appliances are another way that you can save money on electricity. Yes, they may cost a little more, but the money you save over the years will more than cover your initial investment. There's a lot of information on both the Citizens Electric and PPL Electric Utilities websites. A little later in the show, we'll take you along with us as we have an energy audit or assessment done on my house. This is one of the best things that you can do to find out how efficiently your home is using energy. Just after the break, Stacy Richards of CEDACOG's Energy Resource Center talks about the economic importance of energy conservation.